between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo. Topper. Deuce.
Block now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
57's the mic. Lock 57. There you go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on third down. He'll find Lindsey here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I'm going back to you.
Block now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
50 seconds to mile.
Come on, let's go. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try the draw. Lindsey pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yep.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey. 57's the mic. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the slip. Regular. Hey, dude.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Run. 50, Mike, 50. Go. 50, Mike, 50. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Break. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yo.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
Bravo.
Mayfield now. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by OBJ. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got Smith here. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's go, defense.
And again, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
20. Like 50. Here we go. Check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield on the run. He'll let this, and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away beforehand. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lock going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room. And And try and add to it in the second half, but there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion, let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go.
Alert, 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 alert.
55. Right there in the middle. 50.
Hey, exit.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Point it right.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
First down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
61, matchbox, lights. King.
Mayfield. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Edwards. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns' drive about to get started.
Watch the run. Watch the run. That's south, baby. That's baby south.
And to give this time to the tailback. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Run. Check back. Hey, orbit. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4. Lock. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch time.
Left.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Five.
Check.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 133.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Harris to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 57, Mike 57.
Let's go, let's go.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Fire.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help him. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Locke to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, right side. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Mike 7.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Exit. 57's the Mike.
Ready.
They look to throw. It's locked. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing now is locked. And the pressure gets to him again. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th down, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready. 50, plant.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves,
there goes Green. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready.
They're going with Lindsey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Block going to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.